Stream is live now. Come and watch our podcast.
Green lights, that's all I see. Top down, a Lamborghini. No brakes, let's hit the gas. No stopping, no, never turn back. I go 0 to the narrow. Green lights is all I see. I see my life through high beams. I can't keep my foot off this gas, I'm on E. Can't take my foot off they necks, I see green. Running that track up, a bitch chasing on me. All in your face, I see the jealousy. OCD, gonna go full speed. And the Astro C's gets the POV. Green lights, that's all I see. Top down, a Lamborghini. No brakes, let's hit the gas. No stopping, no, never turn back.
Just green light.
Green lights is all I see. I'm hooked on that drift, I'm a fiend. I'm whipping, I'm weaving, move when I touch road. These VVS flooded, they clear as my soul.
I go 0 to the narrow. Green light. I go 0 to the narrow. All night. I go 0 to the narrow. Green lights. Just green light. Just green light.
Green lights, that's all I see. Green lights, that's all I see. I go 0 to the narrow. I'm in the light. I see the light. Speed off on sight.
Green light.
I was lost, but you helped me find my way. Tainted by desire, 'cause
Hi.
I was scared to face the truth. You pulled me out from my anxiety. You took away the lies I've been telling myself. You took away the fear I've been hiding away. You took away my insecurities. Now I feel so naked when you're
Hi.
here. You created a world so I can see the truth.
Hello, Million.
A world so I can be
This
my
music is probably too loud.
You created a world so I can love you with my all. Now
Oh, I should mention,
Yes.
I literally forgot to put my chat box everywhere but the main. I noticed that because I was like,
Where's
hello,
the...
would you like a stream?
Where did I put my damn pen? What a... Did I take it with me? Oh, that's a great start.
Oh, wait, oh. So, this isn't a... I forgot to put my chat box absolutely on every... It's not important. Why do I...
Oh, there it is.
This
Okay,
is
I'm ready.
a disastrous start. Yeah, hello.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to this. Hello,
To the-
Ellie.
Hey, Million. Need to cut down. Why is it? Do you have music running or not?
Me?
Yeah,
I don't.
I have my own
Nice.
playlist.
Nice.
Well,
So,
anyhow,
Yeah.
should we do the intro now?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Hello, welcome everybody to the Flippin' Fantastic Robot Combat Podcast. It's first time I messed it up. I'm with of truth. This over here is Sensei Solo.
He doesn't know his directions.
You're over there, literally. On both Discord. You're both on Discord and Dream way over there. Anyhow, we're done.
We're gonna talk about robots.
Big bots, fast bots, strong bots, and Flip.
Flip. If Flip wins, he wins this.
Now imagine if Flip gets knocked out, then I wouldn't be so sad.
No, if Blip gets knocked out of the tournament, no, better. Blip just wins the giant nut solely because the team heard you say, what you just said, and it's just like, all right, now we have to win. Now,
Yeah,
now we
they
have to win
go
despite
back,
that
they go back in time. And
guy.
yeah. Anyhow, yeah, we're gonna talk about all bots today, and well,
Yes.
I already have the first one up here on screen, which is a big deal.
So do I. Clearly, load. Come on.
Well,
Any second. There it is.
Big Deal has been built by Emilio Carrillo. Emmanuel Carrillo. It's a lifter. And it has a 40% win ratio. And it's 3 battles on the main show and 2 battles on the Bounty Hunters.
The Battlebots
Was-
website. So...
Hmm?
No, someone in my chat just said that the Battlebots website's slow. Yeah,
It is terribly slow. It was a nice bot in 2020, wasn't it? Like,
What?
I think it was a good bot in 2020 already.
It was alright. They fought Pain Train. Didn't they get like?
They
Was
fought
it Pain Train that they
Atom,
got stuck?
Lockjaw, and Big Deal.
No, sorry.
was a different-
I got confused with Pain Train.
Yeah.
They got stuck with some, or Adam 94. They got stuck with them. That
Yeah,
was funny.
Atom. And then Pain Train just disintegrated.
Yeah. They had a good fight with Rotator too last
Yeah, that
season.
was in episode 5 and 8. Episode 8.
Yeah. They were pretty they were durable for sure, and their lifter wasn't bad. They had a couple issues if I remember. They didn't make the tournament, but they were still decent. They had
Yeah, if you think about it, if they have the durability already set, they can improve their driving this year.
Yeah.
I think they should be able to make it, to be honest. They're good. Like,
Yeah.
Like, good
they
design.
have a shot.
anything else you want to say about it? Or, like, I mean...
No, I think they're just we have to see what kind of upgrades they've done. I haven't seen too much on them leading up to the season, but yeah, they've done some good upgrades and they've gotten a little better at driving. They definitely have a shot. They lasted a long time against Rotator, if I remember that correct.
2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah, almost right to the bell.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. It looks cool, really cool, and it's like I said, it's durable. So with the front guards also,
Yeah.
unless it draws against something like Tombstone.
Oof. That'd be fun though.
Yeah.
I love when Tombstone fights those like ultra durable robots. It's so
Yeah, the
fun
thing-
to watch.
We're gonna talk about Tombstone more later, but Tombstone is like strong, but and not really outdated design. If you think about it, I mean, there's something that's even more of an outdated design that I really don't like, but we're not gonna say that one yet. You know what I mean?
Trying to.
My least favorite bot, what I told you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yep. All right. You wanna move on to
yeah.
Black
Onto
Dragon?
my website. Okay, that was pretty fast. So Black Dragon, they've been competing since season 4, I think. They were pretty good in 4, and then 5 they made it all the way to semis, I think. Right?
Yeah. They made it to episode
really
15 Lockjaw.
Would they?
No, that was 2019. Copperhead.
Would they win against when they were like burning up or something?
I mean, they won against Claw Viper by
Ribbot.
Ribbot.
Ribbot. When they were fighting Ribbot and they were like on fire, burning, and they still managed to win. That was so cool.
Probably the weapon motor burning, right?
So I don't remember what exactly burned, but something burned up in them, and they were on fire and shit, and they still pulled out a win. Super impressive robot.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, the Brazilians know how to build their bots. It's just like,
yeah. They got those like new like indestructible wheels that like I think they were one of the first to do it, and now like Whiplash has them as well. And they're like really good wheels, so that's good because they don't have wheel guards or anything, so it's good that they have those like giant wheels.
That's probably some legal design that Vortec could use, you know, my design. I mean, what's this? Clockwork doesn't need them, so does and Enigma doesn't need them as well. I mean, I'm just talking about my designs I haven't really done yet. And yeah, it's a really good bot. Like, if you get hit by that weapon, you're in trouble.
Yeah, they hit real hard.
Yeah.
I like their duck too.
The what?
Their duck.
What do you mean duck?
Right here. They have their little mascot.
Oh yeah, that's duck.
Yeah.
Oh, and okay. All right. Next one is. What, you done with? Are we done? I think.
Yeah.
Is that Blacksmith? What should we say about Blacksmith besides that it's something I didn't like, and now I might get a little bit more, and not like a little bit. Like, okay, what are you trying to say? I don't dislike us as much anymore.
One thing I found funny is in 2019, the last time they competed, they were getting absolutely they were getting destroyed by Witch Doctor, and they're like, come on, that's all you got? And I never found it was one of the funniest moments of the show to me, because I'm like, you guys are so dead, they are beating you into retirement, and you're just like, yeah, that's it. They had like white or like some sort of like white pinkish smoke, if I remember, coming out of their robot. It was crazy, but they got a new weapon. They don't have the fire hammer anymore. They've got the fire hammer saw.
Yeah. Which could do something.
It could do something.
But I'm not a fan of hammer saws, to be honest. Like,
it's an interesting concept. It's a most of the time I'm gonna guess that they're gonna do better than normal hammers.
Yeah, but that's like they're like in between. They're not like spinners, but not useful spinners. Good spinners that hit hard. Like.
Well, I mean, Sawblaze and Scorpios aren't bad robots. They're pretty damn good. But.
And they're durable, but their weapon is like, if you have good armor, what do they do?
Yeah, that's true. If you have that strong top armor,
it's just to put. Yeah, that's what a big good shell and you're good. Like.
Yeah, they're another one. They're another one with decent potential. They've done okay. Their judges were never on their side, ever.
Yeah.
But
Hey, they won a blacksmith on the judge's decision here against Rotator in 2019.
I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know, because I wanted to watch it on Netflix, but they have 2 seasons, but I think it's all season 1, split with the 6 episodes and 11 episodes for some reason.
I think that's seasons 1 and 2 from ABC before Discovery got it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's whatever. I don't know at which one I stopped. Where did it say? Career 36% win ratio. I mean, that's worse than Big Deal. I mean, I haven't competed as long, but still.
But they're almost. You're not a fan of. I Lark. Not a big Hammer fan. I like them better when they have a little one of these here. You know, Hammers don't. The only Shatter was actually surprisingly good.
Shatter is one of the coolest. I think Shatter is the best bot in a really long time. Hammer bot.
They're cool, and then
at least they're not beta. You mean not
we
beta?
had beta not using their hammer. They use it like what was that, like 6 times in the whole season?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Would have been interesting though if we had the UK and all the EU bots again. Like even though like beta last season was.
Yeah, I don't want to say beta. I don't want to see beta anymore, to be honest.
I do, just because I like how durable they are, but I wish that they would just. I
like the team.
Yeah, I wish they would use their hammer, but because they talked about for the whole season, we have this big, strong electric hammer. It's so cool. What's your stance on Tombstone? We're gonna get to Tombstone, but
we're going bot by bot.
Yeah, in whatever order. Okay.
Alphabetical order.
Next robot.
Blade.
Well, the site's not working for me. Oh, it put me at the bottom. Okay, I'll be right back. Blade.
I think Blade. Let's say they're the next Tombstone.
They're new to Battlebots, but they've been in King of Bots, I believe it is.
Yeah, King of Bots, yeah.
Yeah. They're really interesting. They got a big ass weapon, which is always a positive. And then they've got the wedge too, so it's not like with Tombstone, where if they lose the weapon, they're just like bye-bye. They've also got wheel guards. They look alright. They look serviceable for like anything other than fighting Tombstone.
And it pans out right.
True. I mean that.
Tombstone doesn't have the problem because of design, but I think this one is better than Tombstone in every single way. It's just as you see how it performs, but design-wise, there's nothing that Tombstone is better than this one. Like literally everything that's not good with Tombstone, this one improved.
Yeah, we definitely have to see how the weapon does and how durable it is and all that stuff. But the design here is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Really excited. We don't have any matches or anything that we know about them besides like what we can get from the picture, but from the looks of it, it looks really cool, and I'm really happy they finally made it.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. They tried to apply to 5, right? And then COVID shut it down?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. They're cool. Blade. It's
Orby Blade.
But I guess they can't call it Orby Blade because
it literally says Orby Blade on the bot itself here in the picture.
Yep. But it's Blade.
Yeah.
Alright, you wanna go into the next robot? Have anything else to say?
The next robot is made by Fiat, and it's the Fiat Multipla. I hate it. I think it's so ugly.
I love it. How dare you?
Sorry, team. It seems reasonable. I sent you the meme and you loved it. And I was like, no, it's supposed to make fun. That's so cute.
It's
I'm like,
amazing. Did they need to put eyes on it? No. Did they do it anyway? Absolutely.
do they have one flip on top bot and a shaft bot on a flip on top and a shaft bot on bottom? Yes and yes. I think it looks so stupid, but apparently it's working.
Yeah, we know from the trailer they fight Rusty. That's probably their first match.
It's probably the only win, I hope, because I don't want to see it win.
I want to see it do good. Team Hydra said that they're impressed by the technology in Blip, which is kind of crazy to think about, because like last year we're like, Hydra's the new thing, but Hydra's like, look at that guy, they're crazy.
Yeah, if they wouldn't have had this design, I would have said something different. That's the one thing. Nightmare.
I think they're a smaller bot like Tantrum as well. Yeah. They're kind of a tiny bot, which is fun. It worked for Tantrum. I don't see why it wouldn't work for this too. Should be pretty interesting. I kind of want to see this thing fight Tantrum.
Yeah. That has to happen.
It would be a fun match. Like, I think it'd be more fun than like any other. Well, I say any other, but also Bloodsport v Retrograde would be fun too.
Yeah.
We'll get to them.
But yeah, I'm just glad if I don't. As soon as I get it off my screen, I'm happy. And this is not even my least favorite. Wizard. This is not even my least favorite bot in the whole season. That's the thing.
They're gonna win, Wizard. You just deny all you want. They're gonna win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna jinx them as much as I can.
It's gonna go backwards. The reverse jinx. You're saying
I don't care. I mean, if they win, he's like I mean, I already said they're good in technology. They just look bad. That's what I'm saying. And I cannot unsee that it's a Fiat multiplier. I just cannot.
Alright, moving on to Bloodsport. They were fun last year.
Yep. Bloodsport is, I think, one of the best spinners of its kind. I mean, they're really good. I mean, compared to the first generation, they improved so much.
Yeah. My god. Bloodsport came... Who's their first opponent this year? Not Scorpios. It was... No, it was Scorpios. They fought Scorpios, then they fought Endgame, and then they fought... something else. What'd they fight? Let me look. 2020... That was tournament. Scorpio, Kronos, right. They were super impressive. They beat Endgame, who ended up getting the championship. So like, they're pretty good. They absolutely shocked me with how well they did against Scorpios. Like even Tombstone lost to Scorpios.
Not aired in 2019. It KO'd Bloodsport in Sharkorpion in 56 seconds.
I mean,
Tantrum and Scorpius were the first three.
No, Gruff and Tantrum were in the tournament.
Yeah, but that's the first episodes, 2 and 3. That's what I mean.
But yeah, they were a super cool bot. It looks roughly the same as last year. Those wedgelets look... The wedgelets look better though. They look like they're attached better because they were like... They almost looked like plastic last season and they fell off all the time. But it looks a little better now, which is good, just in case that weapon stops. They still have something that they can do. They're a cool robot.
And like, what's the other one? Perfect Phoenix is so much weaker, I think, than this one.
Perfect Phoenix is it's just like Ray's what?
It's brutality.
It is, yeah. But
just rebranded.
They were a fun bot. I like seeing robots with giant weapons and
but the thing is, I imagine if Enigma would just take care of something like Perfect Phoenix. One lift and it's over.
Yeah. You remember, what do you call it? I mean, this isn't related, but I'm just looking at the self-righting mechanism. You remember, Hydra? The team behind Hydra trolled everyone with their little claw thing that they made to troll people for Gigabyte. That they were gonna have like a claw.
Oh, the stick, like the de-icer.
Yeah, to bike rack Gigabyte.
Yeah, I remember. That was great.
They're such trolls. But yeah.
Hydra, I mean, to be honest, they did one like fight that where they should have done what they did done, but I think they're an amazing team with an amazing bot. We're gonna get to them, but you cannot discount how good Hydra is. Yeah. Not at all. And especially technology-wise.
What's next? Next robot. Here's my least favorite.
Captain Shredder.
It was formerly Axe Backwards, but they're not here anymore. These guys, in the past 2 seasons, they've gone opposite ways and came out with the same result. In season 4, they're like, we got all this new technology, it's gonna work amazing. And then, like, they lost a whole bunch. And then, season 5, they're like, we're back to 2002 technology. I'm like, uh-oh. And then they won a fight against Axe Backwards, which they actually worked pretty well. And then I was like, wow, maybe they got it together. And no. Their win percentage is 25%, which is honestly more than I thought it would be. But
2020 was 40. They had a big best season in 2016. With 50% on 2 fights. But 5% and 40% win ratio in 5 fights. It's not that bad.
Yeah. They just... I remember Shatter beating the hell out of them in last year. That was interesting.
I mean, it's a good design by itself. It's outdated. Like from the Gigabyte is a lot better, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Like they could do so much good if they had I think they could do good if they had like a bot that was durable and worked.
Yeah. The only other thing then also is that this thing can't self-write either.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I say Gigabyte is better.
Yeah. They can't really do too much. It just kind of... They get flipped, it's kind of over. So, something like... Maybe they'll fight Blip. Yeah,
that would be fun. I mean, even though I would want Blip to lose, it wouldn't lose.
But yeah, hopefully they have their stuff together. I'm not sure if they do, but we'll see.
I don't think.
Claw Viper.
Someone I really like.
Claw Viper was interesting.
Incredibly fast. Like, I think wasn't it the fastest bot last year?
Yeah. If you're faster than Hypershock, you're just crazy.
Yeah. Like, what does... I mean, a lifter is good to have speed on, but...
Yeah. This year, they have this new, like, white lifter mechanism. I don't know about it. It looks a bit flimsy. Like, I'd be very worried about this going up against a horizontal.
Yeah. It's 3D printed, it looks like. I don't know why I didn't win for metal on that. I mean, it wouldn't make a difference probably because it's how it is construction of it.
They've got a 25% win percentage. They won against Hijinks in...
Yeah.
Or no, they didn't... Yeah, they did.
They won. Yeah.
Yeah. Hijinks, then they lost to Black Dragon, Gigabyte, and then Kraken. But...
I mean, they made it to the end on Kraken. That's like something. It was the first year.
I like their team name too, Team Bad Ideas. That's fun.
I mean, isn't that literally your life? The bad ideas?
Yes. I don't know what the top head thing is supposed to do though, because it looks too far back to actually grab anything.
No, look at the red part, it swings forward.
Oh. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's kind of like yank and then like.
Yeah,
pull
you
'em.
drive the bot on there and it snaps onto it.
Yeah. It's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
They look a little bit. Besides the whole front mechanism here, their armor looks a bit. It looks like they have more armor. They've got like these wheel guard thing. They have this like whole like almost like a beta thing where it's like the whole wedge around.
Yeah, see, this looks so much better than what Blip does. Literally, Blip did the same thing, but this executed it so much better. Like this area here.
Yeah.
I think
Cool
it's good.
robot.
It's like and I did good in Robot Rumble too against you with it.
That was before they had the damage system, man. That's not fair.
What do you mean
Damage.
driving? Still driving, eh? Okay.
Alright, next. This one I'm super excited for.
It's a new team.
Cobalt's back. I know it's a new team, but Cobalt's back.
Yep.
I'm so happy that they're back. They were so much fun in season 4. They absolutely ripped Sub-Zero to shreds. It was amazing. And they beat the hell out of Duck but got stuck on the floor.
Yeah.
I
hope they don't bring back those forks then. Or it's
I don't know what they seem to have these like attachment points here for different things. I'm sure they have like a bigger wedge type of thing. It looks like they have something here for some forks. And then like maybe like a main wedge piece here, but they're really cool. They're super destructive and they're pretty fast too, if I remember that. Thank you, Wizard. Empty color.
I mean, I just drank something. I'm like, hey, let's make it. And you to hydrate.
Yeah. Man, seeing Battlebots in person would be so cool.
Well, yeah, especially for me, because I don't even like. You could just go across the country. For me, it's like, hey.
Whoa,
damn
you
expensive.
say that like it's so easy to just cross the United States. So,
It is
whoops.
easier than going across the United States and going from Germany to there.
Fair.
Cheaper.
Fair.
See? That's my point.
This is the team behind Gigabyte, I think, is what. Yeah, Robotic Death Company. They've taken over because the original builders of Cobalt retired.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy they're here regardless.
Yeah, the thing is, if you think about Gigabyte team, is talented.
Yeah.
So they will make this bot work.
I really hope so, because damn, I remember when the first episode premiered of season 4, people were like, my god, that thing can win. And it can. It's got so much potential to get far in a tournament if they don't get like stuck on the floor and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm so excited that they're back. They're so destructive. It's amazing.
Yep.
I want to see them fight Tombstone very badly.
Oh, yeah.
It would be a bloodbath. It would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be great. Anyhow, speaking of destructive, you can't get a lot better than Copperhead. Like, I think it's one of the most destructive bots out there. And Turbo. This machine is sick.
Copperhead's pretty good. I think they also have those like new fun tires that
They've had it last year already, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. They're good. They beat the hell out of Gigabyte in that one fight. Where'd they end up in the tournament?
They popped the shell because the shell wasn't like that was Gigabyte's stupid decision.
Oh yeah, they fought Mammoth and lost in the tournament. How that happened, no one even knows, but they lost to Mammoth.
Mammoth is a weird bot to fight, and it's one of my favorites out there. So I said to this point, Mammoth vs. Huge is one of the best battles ever in all robot, if all of robot combat shows ever. Like, it's that. Literally, if I show somebody Battlebots, it's that fight because like that's the craziness you can expect That's the biggest odds against each other. Hey, okay, here. Hey, I have a fight
real
proposal.
Snake this year?
I have a proposal. Fight. What's it? Deep Six versus Huge.
Oh my lord. That would be a one-hit fight, because either there's two things that could happen. Deep Six rushes them, splits Huge right down the middle, the fight's over. Or Huge dodges them, hits their support, and Deep Six just goes right through the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Either way, that would be a one-hit fight.
Yeah. Anyhow, back to Copperhead. It looks pretty much the same. It's such a solid machine that just need to like fix small things on it for every year. Like that's it. There's already. I think they've been perfected the design.
I remember they pissed off the guy from P1 because the fight was like 20 seconds or something, and he was just like, "Oh, come on."
Yeah, P1 failed. I hope P1 does better this year.
Yeah.
It's a cool bot. I really like P1. And yeah, Copperhead is great. And I watched his YouTube channel. He's a good guy. Like, he does really good videos. Robert Cohen.
Hmm.
And it's hard to fight that thing because the drum is in your face you most of the time.
Yeah. I think they have a real snake this year, too.
Yeah. Anyhow, I'm back.
Okay. They also, good thing to mention, they made a Cobra Kai reference during one of its entrances, so yeah, they're a good team.
That's all it needs, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Reference to a reference to a mediocre show. I'm joking. No, it's okay.
And Wizard of okay.
No, it's an okay show, but it has its problems, and one of the problems is Grease. Anyhow, what?
We're not starting a crease round.
Ich hab nicht aufgemacht.
Is there a team called Gecko? No. Deadlift. They're different this year. They're very
like
different this year.
Claw Viper, like from the design.
Yeah.
I don't know
like
why.
I was really hoping their team was called Gecko Robotics. It's not. I guess that's a sponsor or something. Yeah, that's a sponsor.
Yeah, Robot Gym.
Yeah. They're
it looks
fun.
So. I mean, last year's was just a solid bot. This year it's a solid bot that looks amazing.
Yeah. Really cool. I like the changes to the paint job. It looks a lot more unique now, too.
Hmm. Yeah, that's the problem. I know how to make my Enigma unique. Literally put what it's in like my. I'm gonna at some point in the future have like a painting or something show like when I'm talking about the model. Look at the design of it. But yeah, this bot is like looks solid. It was solid last year.
They did okay from what I remember. They had a tough fight against
40% win ratio.
There was a fight that wasn't aired. It was Deadlift versus Mammoth. That sounds so fun. Why was that not aired?
Why? Yeah, like Deadlift versus Bale Spear. Okay. I was like that. I understand that not being aired. Like, who would want to watch that? Anyhow, Deadlift versus Mammoth should have been aired. Like, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. Apparently, Deadlift KO'd Jackpot. That's pretty crazy.
Hey, you know that grappling bot that was last year? Grabbot?
Yeah. Oh, Grabbot.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're not back.
Oh yeah, and that other weird that lifter. No, that whatever.
Skorkanok.
Yeah.
Skorkanok. Yeah. My god, though. Yeah, Grabot was a disaster. I've watched the whole season and I still haven't figured out what Grabot's weapon was supposed to do.
It's supposed to grab onto stuff somehow.
Ow! It's got toothpicks!
I don't know. Somehow.
I want to see it working. I want to see what it's... Moving on.
Moving on to something that's actually good.
Deep 6.
Hey, my transitions,
really...
my transitions are good today.
Deep 6 looks better. They've got a new paint job. They've got a new weapon.
And they got a stabilizer in from the start this time.
Yeah, that helps for sure. They did surprisingly, like, how did Kingpin win that Rumble? What? Oh, what? I don't even want to know how Kingpin won that, but anyway,
Deep 6 self-destructed, Daisy cut off. That's the only way I can see.
Yeah,
Kingpin was awful. Like,
they were
straight
awful. Up. But they had a really fun fight against Axe Backwards where they just killed it. And then they had an even better fight against Nelly where they absolutely killed it. Like, it was just like, boom, dead.
Nelly is not good.
It's funny though, because they knew what they were doing when they put it up against Deep 6. They knew Nelly had no chance, but it was really fun to watch.
Nelly. I mean, I like the team of Nelly. The build is great, but yeah, wasn't good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also a Hammerbot. Anyhow, yeah, Deep 6.
I like their interesting fact too. The weapon would be larger and heavier, but due to the Deep 6 rule, we've been limited to 80 pounds. Your weapon is limited to 80 pounds. Oh my god.
I don't like no American measurements, but yeah, that's a lot, I guess.
So just for the math of this, 250, which is the max pounds, divided by 80. That's not how you do percentages solo. Their weapon is 32% of their robot's weight.
Yeah.
Just the bar. That's pretty nuts.
Nah, we need to make it bigger.
Hey, Defender.
Yeah, wait a minute, I have to go to it. You know, there's one fact that's interesting about Defender, and that it's the Valor Crest. That's like, makes it automatically competitive. The driver is a Valor Crest. Vasquez.
Yeah.
I said the name wrong. Sorry,
yeah. I don't know what it's supposed to do, though.
Yeah, literally you drive under somebody, and then the bot... I don't know why the bottom would lift out. What? Like, this gives you any...
No, I know,
any
but
advantage.
But I just don't know the point of that. Like, why not just have a normal lifter and just lift them?
The point is to be different.
That's true. It is a pretty different robot. I like the design. They've got the indestructible wheels. What's the arm for? I guess I could just like come down and like hold them, I guess.
Yeah, it's a grappler. Look, there's this thing here on the back. There's something on the back. That does the... If you look on the left of the arm, there's a cylinder there.
There's a what?
A cylinder, look. Then press it down and press it forward.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks interesting, and it's a Vasquez, the brother, so...
Yeah.
It's like automatically competitive in that because of that regard. I mean, it's not proven, but it could be competitive. That's what I mean.
They've got little wheel things on the lifting mechanism so they can roll. That's pretty smart. So,
alright.
Yeah, now we go on to Wizard's favorite robot.
Yes, I absolutely love this design. I wish it would do more and compete more. Fuck this robot. I hate it.
These guys are well dressed though.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd.
I mean,
I don't know if I'd
better.
assume they're going to Battlebots, but they're well dressed.
They're going to a talk show. That's where they're going. And they accidentally brought a bot to Battlebots and like, oh shit, what? Hey, what are you
They
doing now?
accidentally brought a cannon. What is that? Is that actually on the? What the hell is that? What's the?
Action, I guess.
No. What? Okay.
No, that's the air tank and everything, I guess.
Oh. So
Literally,
they have a cannon.
They run out of shots and there's like if they don't do anything with their shots, there's doing absolutely nothing. Any bot can just flip them over. Like weapon, lifter, spinner, everything. Sideswipe, sidebar, like nothing. I don't think there's anything that this bot can beat.
Has it
It's
won?
just...
No. No, it has not. It has competed in 3 seasons and no, it hasn't. No, it's competed in 2 seasons and it hasn't won.
Yeah, like, this bot looks terrible. I mean, Blip, the thing is, Blip has the potential to be really good, but I just don't like the design. This one is just bad. That's like...
They're unique though. They're unique.
Yeah. Unique in a way that doesn't need to be there. And we're moving on. That's enough on that bot. There's nothing really to say about it. It's just terrible.
Yeah. Here's another new robot, Dragon Slayer.
Which looks really good.
Their design is really cool. I think it's absolutely 100% inevitable that if this robot's competent, it's fighting Black Dragon.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, it has to happen.
Apparently, they have 3 spinners this year, so that's cool.
What do you mean, the team or what? Has 3 different?
Yeah. 3 different things that they could put in there.
Yeah, and this sign is sick on the blade.
I like their feathers too.
Yeah.
It's a cool looking robot.
It's
not much.
It's no rake though. It's no rake though.
Yeah. It's a cool looking robot. There's not much to say. They're newcomers. They could do good. They could do terrible. We have no idea. They look cool.
It's a good design, which like yeah. Besides the wheels, they look. Yeah. That's the way I see the problem on this one.
Speaking of robots that are interesting, Duck. I'm so happy they're back.
New Duck looks... I mean, here's the thing. Its original weapon was unique, but it was terrible.
Yeah.
This one looks like it can actually do something, not break.
I do think they've lost a little bit of the personality. They don't have the eyes on the front anymore. That's a missed opportunity. But...
I mean, yeah, I guess those holes are for cooling.
Yeah, something like that. Or even if it's to save weight.
Yeah, I mean, why would I have holes completely to the inside if it wasn't for cooling?
Yeah. They did really well in season 3 against Tombstone. That was a crazy ass fight.
Yeah. I mean, any bot that's good against Tombstone by default.
Yeah, I'm happy they're back. Their new design, their lifter can actually do something now, which is good. And I hope they're just as durable as ever, because that's always the fun of Duck. Just
that's the Duck factor.
Just watching them smash into everyone and being like, can't kill me. But yeah, new Duck is a cool design.
Yep.
Now, let's talk about the champs right now. Endgame.
Endgame are the endgame of Battlebots. Like literally, they're such a solid bot. They're a solid spirit that can self-ride. Like they're good drivers. Like they're like top dogs in the game.
They look like they have new outfits. They're cool. Now that they're the champions, they got some upgrades.
Yeah.
They really...
And they're Aussie. Like a non-US bot dominating the US.
Hopefully, they didn't change too much with it.
Yeah,
because the thing that bothers me is when you have certain teams. Hypershock. Certain teams that like, oh, we had a good season. New robot.
Yeah, I hope they stop that at some point.
You know, the season ended filming months ago, but I think Will's almost finished the robot now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they always go in parts to show, and I'm like, oh, let's assemble a bot.
All right, we're here. Let's start. I love Hypershock. Their team is always up to some crazy antics.
Yeah,
when they pulled out the 2 rakes against Huge, it didn't work out for them, but it was really funny that they went, we won that one time with 1 rake. If we get 2.
And Will Bales is one of the most entertaining people in Battlebots.
Yes.
Without doubt.
But yeah, Endgame did extremely well. They fucked up Tombstone last year. That was crazy.
Mm.
Their only loss last year was
Didn't they shoot Tombstone out of the arena immediately or something like that?
They like smacked its tire and then popped it out of the arena.
Yeah.
I made the picture red somehow. Oh, and it's gone. Okay. But yeah, they're the champs. They're probably gonna get pretty far.
Yeah.
Here's another returning robot that
at least they're not in second place and they don't get the second place curse.
Who gets it? The Whiplash? I don't know. Whiplash might be immune to it. They might be immune to it. They're that good.
Yeah.
Moving on. Free shipping. Another robot I'm
on
happy
Amazon
to see.
Prime.
I fucking love this robot. It's
Gary is nice.
Gary's awesome.
Gary's awesome.
And
it looks improved on the back. You had this stupid housing last year, which last time it didn't work any. Oh.
Yeah. They've got the flamethrowers, they got the fire, they got the little forklift that they reluctantly put on just so they could hit the active weapon rule. They've got that durable front. They would just push around people if they didn't have to have a weapon. And win. We know they fight uppercut, which boom.
That'd be great.
Yeah. I love this thing, and they don't always win, but they always have a good fight. Every fight with them is so entertaining.
I mean, Gary's great, right?
Yeah. Very glad that they're back. They're very cool.
Win ratio 38% though, 50% in 2019. That's good.
They beat Bronco in 2019 because Bronco
that was terrible.
But yeah. Speaking of fire, Fusion.
Okay, that was a good one.
Fusion, they have... Alright, this year they've got 2 weapons. Last year they had 3. They had, the spinners and then the flamethrower inside the robot.
Oh yeah, I hope they downgraded the flamethrowers who do not work anymore.
They're a cool design. I really like the idea of we have 2 weapons. Fuck you. But it didn't work. First of all, they blew themselves up twice.
It already didn't work with Fusion, which I'm gonna improve on with my design. Attack, but still. Hey, imagine if Vortech would come to Battlebots and get like fourth place in the first season, and I'm like, yeah. This is Fusion if it works. Something like that.
They might be able to do something though. Like they didn't do wonder. They beat up War Easy and Rampage and Aegis.
Rampage is improved, really improved, like a ton. What it looks like.
Oh no! I just realized Aegis isn't back.
Oh no, that was why. That's just a why. Like Hey, we don't have a spots. Let's just put this crap in.
Hopefully they don't explode. If fusion doesn't explode, they could be a good robot.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't explode and you could be good.
Talking about exploding robots.
Another one of Wizard's favorites.
Oh yeah, I mean, to be honest, I kind of forgot about this one. It's like...
They're one of very few robots that even looks old. Like, this looks like... If I just pull up, what's it called? They look like they belong next to this. This is them. They belong next to Mo.
That one.
Yeah.
Mo.
They look like they fight each other. Ghost Raptor needs a new robot. They're
pretty terrible.
They got ripped apart. Yeah.
The blade got ripped off. Like, it just... I mean, here's the thing is, why, in whatever reason, do you have a blade and a lifter in one thing?
Yes. Yes. That's why. Because,
I mean,
yes.
Hey, Clockwork has it, but Clockwork has a spinner that can lift up, but it's not designed to lift stuff. Yeah. It could, but not like in this way. I think it's something like, yeah. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's no double jeopardy. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
But it's close. I would say
again.
Combined second place for least favorite board with Blip. But only because Blip looks bad. Performance-wise, Blip is up there. Like, it's way better than this, but yeah.
Speaking of fire again, but this time because it's on their robot, not because they light themselves on fire. Gigabyte. They're
That's
good.
Just Sigma scene. Yeah. Honestly, Gigabyte is one of the best bots in that game right now, I think.
They're really good.
They perfected the full FPS, the full body spinner.
Yeah. They're just
solid. They just keep running. They spin up fast, and like you need to face check them to actually do something with them.
As long as their shell doesn't pop off again,
yeah,
they should be good.
I think they learned their lesson. Not gonna do that anymore. Like,
yeah.
That's such a terrible thing.
They got pretty far last year. They lost to Copperhead and they lost to Hydra, which there's no shame in losing to either of those. Those are also high top tier robots, but yeah, they're pretty nuts.
And their Surfrider works.
Yeah.
Like if you tip them over, they're something. Speaking of stuff that works, Glitch, I hope, really works because Glitch is one of the best designs this year.
Yes, they're so cool.
If Flip is a design you can laugh at, Glitch is a design you love. That was a line, right?
Yeah. This is a cool ass robot. This is really cool. They've got the Omni wheels, so they drive like Shatter, where they just kind of drift. They've got the big weapon. They've got this like wedge that like it's like a point, so they can just run robots right into the weapon, or like even from the sides, kind of get them in there. They're a super cool design. They seem very like sleek and low to the ground. They could do some damage. They could do some damage in the tournament. Hopefully all their stuff works. This is how you have to think about rookies. If everything works, they're gonna be really good. They did show that image of Glitch like popping something into the air. That was pretty cool.
Where's that? Yeah.
Wizard?
Yeah, just trying to figure out why my music thing, if I put it to a custom text size, Oh, that's why. If that's that doesn't work. No, the thing is, I have my limited area for it. I just need to. Why isn't it? Why is it so big now? I don't know. Have you noticed that apparently Streamlabs removed the ability to go back with Control C? Oh my god, this is just going wrong. I have no music display now. What is this? Wait a minute. Is there music display here? Start. I need to grab. I just need to do this quick. You just talk about glitch a bit more. There we go. Yes, the thing is, I have a limited amount of space up here, so I couldn't. Music, come on. Okay. Let's do this quickly. I don't know why it did this. Alright. Right. Oh, I know what happened. I pressed V. Excellent.
Okay.
I was having problem with my music display.
That's fine. Yeah, glitch is cool. I hope they do well and everything works because they're a really good design.
They're one of the best designs. Like, as a long time, what's the name? Witch Doctor fan, like, still like, damn.
Yeah. Next robot, Gruff.
Wait.
They're they're similar to free shipping, where they just got the big wedge, but their lifter's a bit better than
like, yeah, Graph is basically a free shipping.
Free shipping.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's whatever.
Is his music breaking again? Wizard.
No.
He's muted again.
Yeah. I was typing. Oh yeah, I was using have numpads and mute on the same thing. Anyhow, free shipping in good. Gruff.
They're fun. Gruff is a fun robot.
And the thing that does
fire.
Gruff does well is it's solid. It's a tank.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't break. Just doesn't stop working.
They had a bit of a rough start last year, but they fixed up their issues, and yeah. Super exciting seeing them back, and hopefully they've got some more upgrades. Hopefully
they have more flamethrowers.
That's always good.
I think.
Hopefully they have more sets of replacement forks, because by the end they had these like bent up forks, but they didn't have any extras, so they were just coming into matches with these bent forks, and it wasn't good. So I hope they have more of those this season.
No, just okay, back to this. Right, okay. Yeah. Graph is just, I mean, they're great drivers. There's a have a great driver, like great bot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another returning team from last year, Hijinks. Hijinks is interesting. They've got big ass weapon.
Yep, they are a weapon.
Yeah, their robot is like, it's like 50% like robot, 49% weapon, and then like 1% wheels. Their wheels are super tiny, and in their first fight it just popped off, so hopefully they don't fight any spinners or they're gonna be in big trouble. Those wheels need some. Those wheels need help. they're very thin. Those are very thin wheels. They
Yeah,
can
definitely need
dish
to
out
fix.
a ton of damage though.
Oh
so.
yeah, I need to fix up my music. The thing is, if I do it, if the non-filter, it doesn't work. If
You
the
have
filter,
muted yourself again.
I have. With the filter, it does. Yeah, it's just annoying. The filter, it goes outside of the box I made for it, and yeah, without it, it's also weird. But yeah, graph. I don't know if the wheels are changed this year. They look.
You mean on
a bit.
hijinks?
Yeah,
Or-
hijinks, yeah.
I don't think they're changed, but I think they should be changed because those are really thin and that worries me because I feel like those could fall off. Like if you sneeze too hard on them.
Yeah, if you stop their blade, like if you pop them over on the back, they're like well way weaker if you have a slim butt.
Yeah.
And they have a spin up. They have to take care of the spin up time.
Yeah. Hopefully they've got some upgrades. I don't know how much I love this design, but yeah, hopefully that they have some upgrades.
Here's the thing: this is a design that's unique, but it's not terrible. Like it's unique in a good sense.
Yeah.
It could do something well. Like it's a huge undercutter.
Yeah.
Right? There's nothing like it.
It looks like a Scrap Wars robot. That's what it looks like. Because in Scrap Wars right now, the horizontals are so OP that everyone just competes with each other to build the biggest horizontal blade. And this is just what we're gonna come to.
Yeah. Speaking of big, the next robot is pretty big.
Yes!
It's huge.
My favorite robot! They're gonna win everything. They're amazing. I love this robot so much.
It is so cool. But it's not Mammoth. It's not Mammoth. It's not Mammoth, that's the thing.
Better than Mammoth.
No.
Yes.
Who won? Mammoth won.
Luck.
They knocked them out of the arena on one wheel. That's the way to beat them. They did
Rematch. We need a rematch.
that. We did. I mean, given how crazy good it was last time, obviously we need a rematch.
They have new shirts too. We're kind of a big deal. They came into season 3. Everyone thought it was a joke, but then they beat up like everyone. Then they almost beat up Bite Force, which was just like holy shit. But then they split because they already had the damage from Ice Wave. If only they beat Ice Wave. If they beat Ice Wave, or if they just managed to fix that, they would have been the second robot to beat Bite Force, which is that's a bit funny. Providing they make the tournament, which I'm sure they will. Providing they make the tournament, I hope to God they don't get matched up against Whiplash in the first round for the 80th time and lose, because Whiplash is one of like 4 robots that can hit it.
Yeah. You see, that is what Ghost Raptor tries to be, but it's better. It's a Ghost Raptor, but good. Because it also has a spinner that lifts. That makes sense on that one, but... I mean, to be honest, Whiplash would not need a spinner. It doesn't even need it. But yeah,
hopefully
huge...
if a team tries to bike rack huge again, they have like an anti-bike rack. Just like they just put a bike rack on their robot, so it's just like they're gonna bike rack.
Yeah, the bike rack. Yeah.
They're fun. I hope they do really well. They're my favorite robot. They're really, really, really fun.
I mean, here's
Speaking
the
of
thing.
bike rack,
You really went there.
here we have Mr. Controversy, Hydra. I like Hydra. They
didn't
they're a
have to
good
do the bike
flipper.
rack, but they're just one of the best spots out there. I mean, Endgame, I said Endgame is the endgame, which they are. Endgame versus Huge. Hydra, please.
Yeah. Isn't that a matchup confirmed already though?
I don't know. Where was it?
I think it was in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be a fantastic match. But yeah,
the thing with Hydra is
pretty damn good.
it has such a good system that it basically doesn't run out of flip power.
Yep. Except against Whiplash, where they just kind of broke. I don't know what happened to them there, but
yeah, that's the system thing. But if the system works, they don't run out because it's hydraulic, and it's really powerful. Like you don't want to get on that flipper. But it seems like it's slow, right? From its speed.
I mean, yeah, flippers usually end up being a bit slow because they have all that stuff in them. I don't know why, but I mean, they're faster than Bronco, so
yeah,
there's that. Hold on, everything's breaking. 1 second. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Something broke. It's fine.
Shocker.
Yeah, it's fine.
Look at it.
Yeah.
82% win ratio. Like, they're
Jesus.
good. They're really good.
They are really good.
When Hydra came in, it's like, hey, Hydra is a Bonko, and then they just replaced Bonko straight up.
Yeah. Here we have. Oh, look at that! It looks pretty close to finish.
Speaking of replacing, the team that replaces them every year. Hydra Shock. Why?
Every year their robot's completely different because they wanted it
because
to be.
they sell it on their store for 30k.
Yeah.
At some point, I just need to buy if I ever compete in Battlebots, I just need to buy that one of them and then track this against Hypershock an off season.
Yeah.
And then I get matched up against Hypershock. I'm like, hey, I practice against you. Let's go.
Hypershock's fun. They're
madness. They're just madness. They go in and they do stuff.
They go in, they zip around the battle box. They're fun. Hopefully this is a good season where their robot's well designed, and then once, you know, Hypershock's the team. If they ever win the Giant Nut, they're gonna throw away the Giant Nut winning one and rebuild the season 3 one that like exploded every time it blinked. They've got a 48% win rate, which sounds about right.
They're good. Like, it's a good design. It's quick. It's doable.
Yeah. Just stop throwing your robot away, Will. Just stop. Just
hey, Will, I'll take it. Just send it for me for free, Kappa.
Just keep a design, man.
Yeah.
But seriously, Hypershock's such a cool robot, and
Will Bales is just Will Bales. You cannot beat Will Bales.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, Will is also a great driver.
Yeah. And it's still a crime that we never got our little Hexbug Hypershock that they were working on. They were working on it, man, and they stopped. It even had the rake. How do you stop working on it? It was amazing. Why?
Yeah.
They better make one with the rake. And now that they have the technology from Whiplash, the little Whiplash toy they made, now they better have the 2-button remote and one of them with the rake. They better have that.
Yeah.
Better be the next one. Another robot that like exists.
Returns. It's returning.
I mean, they were there last year, sort of. Ice Wave. Their new Ice Wave was really not great. And Bounty Hunters. It
didn't really work.
Yeah, but I'm hoping they kind of knew about like that it wasn't that good at first, and that's why they only signed up for Bounty Hunters. But now, hopefully, they've got it all fixed up and ready for a proper season.
I think an ICE on a Battlebot is like a spin weapon is not a good idea because it just if it stops, it stops. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of them. that
I
way.
like them. I like that they just destroy everything. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, not in that way that I'm not a fan of what they do, but of the weapon type, the motor. Like that's like on.
You have to admit it sounds cool as hell though.
It does sound cool, but it doesn't sound as cool as the spinners that goes the hum of the spinners.
Yeah.
Those sound better. They sound like actual ones. But yeah, Ice Wave is a good board design. It could just if it spins up, you got trouble, a problem.
Yeah. Hopefully they've got those little issues that they were having last year all sorted. Happy that they're hopefully back for a full season.
I hope definitely that they ace it, right? Because speaking of aces.
Yeah. Jackpot. Jackpot was a bit of a shocker last year.
Yeah,
they built
Jackpot
their robot with like a very small amount of money, and then they beat the hell out of like Lockjaw and everyone.
Yeah.
They beat up Ghost Raptor. That was a fun fight.
Weren't they the ones that popped the blade?
Yeah. They look a bit. Their like wedgelets are a little more solid this time.
Yeah. What is improved, what I like the most, is the self-rider, the new one. It actually looks like it's good.
Yeah.
Because the old one went to the side, which was a terrible design. This one actually goes back, and it could actually work.
Yeah. They look good. They were kind of the death roll when we don't have death roll, but their weapon is huge. They have a big weapon.
It hits hard.
It does hit very hard. I want to see these super destructive robots fight each other. They never give it to us. Just come on, let Jackpot fight like a
Deep Six.
Jackpot v Duck would be fun though.
That's Jackpot
would
v
be
Deep.
fun.
No, Jackpot v Deep Six.
That would be crazy. That'd be one hit kill though.
Yes, I want that one hit. That would be like.
Another newcomer. Another. Pardon my French. They're weird.
I don't like it. It's just like okay, it's a drum. Yeah.
I like their mini bot.
It doesn't look as bad as Blip.
You were just on a Blip rant, aren't you?
Yes.
They're interesting. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna do too great, but I don't know. Their mini bot is like not that much smaller than their actual robot. I'm not wrong.
Yeah, but here's the thing, I don't like mini bots. They're not as stupid as drones.
They're fun though. They're not effective, but they're fun.
Yeah, they're like flames, they don't do anything. I mean, most of them, some do sometimes.
Yeah. It's hard to say anything about them, but their design's weird. I don't know if it's gonna work out too well.
Some like smaller, but they scaled up or something like that?
I think so. Because it does kind of look like a beetle weight or something that they made big, which doesn't always work out, but we'll see how it goes. One of our very few European robots that somehow made
German. German, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I got to add that because they represent my country, and I'm not too happy about it.
You could pronounce the name. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Jaeger.
Okay. Yeah. They're
How are you gonna pronounce it? How are they gonna pronounce it? That's the question. Like
Jaeger.
Something like Jaeger. It's Jaeger.
So they've got like a horizontal, and then they have something I don't think I've ever seen in a cluster, a hammer saw.
Yeah, the thing is, hammer saws are have like the most effective weapon type on a normal bot, and then you scale it down, make it less effective.
I don't know if that's gonna work out too well for them.
I think that's just gonna lose.
I have to say it's more unique than like every cluster bot at this point, which is just I put two horizontals together. How'd I do that?
Yeah.
But It's
They should-
cool. I mean, it's
should
not
have a
gonna
flipper.
probably. That would be kind of fun. But
That's just
yeah,
weird. I don't like it.
it's weird, but I think it's kind of fun. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fun,
We'll
but
see.
I don't like it. Like it's if I would have German robots, not that one.
All right, moving on. Kraken.
Yeah, but
Kraken
it's
just. Kraken
it's-
looks a bit better this year.
mm.
I mean, the.
I mean, they
the
went from a
best part
20% to a 38% win ratio, so they.
Yeah.
Like it, I
But-
think is I'm not the biggest fan of Kraken. I mean, it's a control bot, which I should like them, but I don't know, like it's cool, but yeah.
The true best part of this robot is their
Narwhal.
mini bot. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
it's
fun.
if you take a mini bot and you make the mini bot that could do something completely useless, then you get Narwhal.
But it's funny.
Yes. But do you go
Yeah.
to pay? Do you pay money to see mini bots that are funny?
Yes.
Damn.
So. Yeah, Kraken's about the same as they've always been. They look a little bit better. Hopefully the teeth don't get messed up. But yeah, we'll see how they do. They'll probably stay about the same if I had to guess.
Yep.
Lockjaw.
Also, but that's pretty much the same.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
why-
look at it's Lockjaw. I mean,
It's not Lord Hudson.
yeah. He's a great driver.
Crazy, yeah. The funny thing is, when Lockjaw came out, it was basically just a copy of his super heavyweight.
Yeah.
And then it was like, hey, spinner. I mean, yeah.
It's just Lockjaw. You know what Lockjaw does. It's just...
I still don't. I think the wheels are weird. With the
They are
like,
weird.
Angle, like.
But I
don't
hope they
think-
don't change it, because I hate to say it, but that is the only thing keeping this robot unique. Is that they
Yeah.
have weird wheels.
And well, they have those forks.
Yeah. Lucky. Lucky is...
Good to
So-
be back. Good to have him back.
Yeah.
But,
It's a puncher, flipper. It's weird, it's different, but it's cool.
It's- it's just a flipper, basically.
They're a
This
flipper,
is
but
this
they
is the
do it a
best
little
example. If I talk about Enigma, my design is basically that kind of lifter, but in a design that it's more like Biohazard with its power lifter.
Yeah.
Like that's what I wanna do. But yeah, it's good to see it back. I don't know what it's gonna do.
Yeah, I am glad it's back though. It's cool.
Yeah, it's a nice bot.
Yeah. Mad Catter, they've gotten some design changes. They've got this like all around wedge that like covers a good amount of the robot now, which is a good change. They've still got the lifter and the spinner, which is cool. They've got a mini bot. I like the new paint job. I think it's even better than last year's.
It looks sick.
It does. They were completely shocking last year, because the first year they competed, they were a joke, honestly. And they came in...
Hey, 2017 they
What?
had that 2019 they had a 50% win ratio in 4 battles. And then they went to
Yeah.
71% in 7.
I'm pretty sure Hydra split it was either them or someone else, maybe. Maybe it wasn't Hydra. They weren't the one that got split in 3. Who got split in 3 by Hydra?
Warhawk?
Warhawk, but they did it.
No, it was Warhawk. It was Warhawk had those pots and they'd split off.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're interesting. Looks like they're getting better year after year, and Martin Mason is really
And
really fun to watch.
then what's Hypershock's again? Will Bales and him are the most, I think, two most entertaining personalities, and the Brazilian. Those three are the best out of the bunch.
But yeah, Mad Catter's cool. Malice. Malice is... They're roughly the same. They probably got some under the hood upgrades, but they're the same pretty much.
It's a unique bot. And they got stuck on the back 2 times.
Do they have a thing? Do they have a thing now so they can't do that?
I think they...
I assume they would, but...
I don't... what did you just say? Sorry.
I assume they would have a thing, but...
Yeah. That's probably something, yeah. Because...
Yeah, I don't think they want that happening again when they got stuck, but other than that, they did pretty well. It was kind of fun against Shatter when they just kind of hit each other, broke each other's weapons. That was fun. They could do some stuff. It's an interesting weapon. It's like a horizontal drum. It's cool. Yeah. Here's one of Wizard's favorites.
Is it? Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's one of the coolest, most unique bots ever to compete in Battlebots.
Yeah. They're really cool. They've got this new weapon thing. It's less of a... It almost looks like a spinner now. It's not. It's still a lifter, I believe, but it's different and looks more durable, but...
Yeah, that was the problem last year, the durability of the weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the thing with
Mammoth
Mammoth
used to be completely broken in Robot Rumble 2 before there was a damage system. You remember that?
Yeah, when I just drove it at you with the spinner running, and you're like, what am I supposed to do now? And especially when the spinner was fully automatic, it didn't like have movement.
Yeah. They're super unique. They always have good fights.
Yeah. And they're like a cool team, and like I said, Mammoth just like, how big do you want a robot to be?
Yes.
Yes. Exactly.
They're pretty great.
Minotaur's
back. This was a huge team missing from last year. And I was so disappointed when it got announced that they weren't there, but I'm glad they made it this year. It's Minotaur. What could you say other than they're going to
big jump, big damage?
Awesome. Their 2019 was a little rough. They had a rough start, but hopefully, you know, they've got all those little things that they were having with the drum all sorted out, and
didn't the drum
ready to
go on the ground? Was that a problem?
I think so. I think their drum was like scraping the ground a bit. I'm sure they have something figured out. They don't have the wedgelets on here. I'm sure that they actually have them, but like they're just not, because you can see the little holes for them. So I assume they just didn't have them attached for the picture. Minotaur's super cool. They do so much damage, and nothing, no robot can compare to the death hum that they have when they spin up. It's so good.
Yeah, they have the combination of bot and power. What's going on here? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Here's a robot. Dude, I can't say much more. It's
back.
Overhaul.
Isn't that the team that's split off from who did they split off from?
Was it Sawblaze?
I think it's Sawblaze, yeah.
It's robot.
0% win ratio in 2016, 2015, 33, 20. It's not good.
Like I said, it's a robot.
Yeah, it looks better this year. I hope
it does. There's a lot of lifters this year. More than I've seen in a while. There's a lot now. we'll see what they could do. Not much we could say about him. It's overhaul.
Yeah.
P1. P1 is...
Hopefully actually good this year.
They're cool design. They're really the only front hinge that we have.
Yeah. Hey, remember how hard I pushed the terrible game, that game into, hey, we want a front hinge flipper.
We pushed them to do many things, and did any of it happen?
No.
Imagine that game if they, like, you know, I don't know, added other robot types, like, I don't know, front hinges. Imagine like a huge clone and a mammoth clone in that game. That would have been so.
They did full body spinner with a just spinning ring, like not a full FPS.
They didn't even do drum spinner before they.
Yeah,
Mad.
Imagine not listening to your most active and one of your best players, like.
Yeah, but like it wasn't just you asking. Front hinges were so requested, and then they showed off robot name. That was the Wedge. You know what I'm talking about. And it was like, oh, we got a front. No, we didn't. We didn't get a front hinge. Never mind. Just kidding.
But we got a bot that got deleted.
Oh yeah.
Which was overpowered as hell.
5 seconds it was in the game, and they're like, we're gonna take this out for a week and fix it. Never mind. We can't fix it. We can't fix that.
It was a fundamentally broken design.
It was so broken. But yeah, P1 is fun.
Speaking of broken, awesome. P1 breaks a lot.
They do, but I love their design. I like that they're a race car. They're fun.
They're one of the more unique designs.
Yeah. Pain Train. They're from the place that I'm from.
Yay! Which you're totally gonna say, right?
I mean, if it's not. Well, they're not from the exact place, but they're from New York. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised they're from Staten Island. I'm not surprised at all.
Why?
Because they seem like they're from. They seem like, based on their whole team design and how they are, they're 100% were either from Staten Island, Brooklyn, or the Bronx. One of the three.
Oh, because they break? Is that right?
No. Their robot, last year, I believe their robot was upside down. That's what everyone was saying. Their robot worked better upside down. So hopefully they flipped it over and went, okay, now it works. No, but I hope they do good. They're
hope they don't lose that
design.
drum this time around.
Yeah.
Against, was it against Smee?
Smee. They beat Smee in a decision I thought was completely wrong, and I thought Smee should have won. Smee is also from New York. So, hey, yeah, we have...
Judges doing decisions that are wrong. Where have I had that one before?
We don't have the best robots, but we do have the longest robots, so...
Yes. But Smee, I mean, Pain Train... If it works, it's destructive.
Yeah.
If.
Speaking of if it works, it's destructive. Perfect Phoenix. They're cool. It's brutality. It needs a self-rider very bad.
Yeah.
Everyone feels bad when they fight it because if they win, they feel like a terrible person. And if they lose, they just lose.
Wait, how's it?
If the matchup, if the selection committee or whoever comes up with this, the matchups wants to be really cruel, they could put Tombstone up against this, but I doubt they would do that. That would be so mean. That would be so mean.
No,
got a little.
But they would have a storyline. Master versus student.
Isn't that what they did with like the with uppercut and saw blaze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like storylines.
Yeah. This kid does he does a good job running running a heavyweight as a kid is kind of like, that's pretty nuts. So mad respect to him.
He's just he needs, like, I think if he has this, if he retires, I think he should retire, like, either add South Rider or retire from Phoenix and come with his own design.
Yeah, I'm sure he could come up with something cool. That's the kid from the one Beetleweight that does well, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Something from Battlebots. Anyway, Rampage. Rampage last year was
terrible.
They needed some help. This year they do look a bit better. Their wedges.
I think
better.
it looks significantly better with the new wedge. That looks like it's gonna do something for them.
It just depends on whether they could get the rest of the robot working.
Yeah. If they get it working, I think they're like a solid competitor. Not like amazing, but solid.
However, they did say that their favorite robot is R2-D2, so they do get points for that. They also lost to Black Widow, which
hey, their favorite tool is also a power drill, so they're great, right?
Yeah, we'll see what they could do. A lot of people when Rampage was, this is pretty funny, when they were first shown off, they're like, this is the next Bite Force. They might still have some way to go before that, but we'll see what happens. Retrograde. I like this. I like this.
I like half of it, and I don't like the back.
I think it's ridiculous. It is such a weird design, and I love it because I know exactly what they were thinking. I just don't know if it's gonna work. But I love what they were thinking with, we could just throw them over and slice them. That sounds fun. But I like their forks too. Yeah, they're from the Bloodsport team as well. But yeah, we'll see what they can do.
We have to see how solid they will be, because they don't look like that much of a well like armored design. If you think about it.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with them. Ribot. Ribot is every year Ribot becomes less of a frog and also more of a threat. They've got a little thing going on. They got like a front wedge type of deal. I did like the giant foam frog on it better. I liked when they had the huge legs, but like that was ridiculous, but it was funny. Now they're like taking it a bit more serious. Okay, maybe not serious, but it's different now. Yeah, they're pretty solid. They beat Uppercut, which anyone expect that to happen?
Yep, totally.
Yeah, so they're pretty good. They've got 64% win percentage, you know. They've beat some.
They also did that stupid thing where they charged at the end of the fight. What fight was it? I don't remember what fight it was.
Oh, that was amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. I think that was against Tracer.
Oh yeah, Tracer.
Or no, wait, no, it wasn't against Tracer. It was against Axolotl. They just like ran the they screamed "send it" and flew the robot. It was amazing. Another newcomer, but not really, but kind of.
What do you mean?
Riptide. Riptide's a newcomer, but they had some help from the Yeti team, I think.
Oh, shocker! From the design.
Yeah.
It looks like if part of my French was a good robot.
Wow, okay. They're a cool design though.
Imagine if part of the French wins up there. That's why I'm not now.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. I curse robots.
That's true. Yeah, they're they're pretty sweet, and
I don't know what
they're capable of.
The bar is gonna do. They're gonna do anything. I mean, with the jump stuff, besides that, I don't know, like...
Yeah.
Oh,
Rotator's always been... Well, they haven't always been solid, but they're getting a lot better every season. They look really cool.
I'm honestly, I mean, the dual drum was cool, but it's good that they got rid of it.
Yeah.
In favor of, like, being more...
The single...
More solid. I'm a solid bot, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, they shocked the world when they beat Tombstone. That's when everyone started taking them a little bit more seriously.
Yeah.
They're shiny, they're cool, but they can deal some big damage, and they got the wedge that's so good. They have that really good wedge that it's really hard to get through. So yeah, expecting a good season out of Rotator as well. Reddit's favorite robot.
That's actually pretty terrible. I mean, it's solid enough, but yeah.
Here it is.
Reddit,
Rusty himself.
what the heck are you, like, what? That's one of the things where I'm like, Reddit, what are you talking about? Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute, what is going on here?
What happened?
I just, it's not showing up on stream anymore.
Uh-oh.
No, just the Battlebots thing.
It looks like you're gonna have to do that.
I'm just gonna do, wait a minute, I'm just gonna do a different. I know, because I started doing tabs and stuff. Gonna take this out. Oh boy. Add in a screen capture. I'm just gonna capture my tablet because there's nothing else on it I could show, so.
Wizard.
What?
Read your chat.
Did it work?
Did what work?
It should supposed to come up in the mouth that moves and hand mouth toes and says it. I set it up recently, I don't know if it works.
Oh.
Do I have to put in a... No, I don't know if I have to put in a scene for it, like a capture for it, I don't know.
Whatever. Anyway.
Thanks for wasting 300 points, I'm gonna refund them. I have to figure it out. I just added in, and I put the command in, I forgot testing it. Wait a minute, no. I need to put in a screen capture. There we go. Not that. This.
Uh-oh.
I'm back with capturing.
You good?
Yeah. Cause I switched to tabs, having one, like, the season robots on one thing and then new tabs for that bots. Why does it keep break? It keeps not wanting to scroll when it's the pen input.
Is it, you good?
I need to tab out and tab back in. Yeah, I can do this with the mouse. Rusty, okay, we're on Rusty.
Yeah.
Rusty, like, at least it has a weapon now.
It's a funny weapon. This is just a funny robot, and I can't get over the fact that for some reason it looks like half the robot's cut out. It looks like someone photoshopped.
Yeah.
It looks so silly, and I love the fact that it has a bowl on its head. I don't care what it's supposed to be, it has a bowl on its head. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do much, but
the guy is funny.
They have a fuckload of sponsors. Jesus, my God, everyone wanted to sponsor Rusty.
What the? Why does
Yes!
Battlebots out there? Rusty.
Yes. Rusty needs the money, man.
Yeah, to make a good bot. A competitive one.
To make it, they needed to add more rust to it. Sawblaze. They added another fork. They've added another fork, and they're really good, and I like Sawblaze. I'm a little shocked, though, that they didn't get rid of the flamethrower after last time, when they exploded because of it, but they kept it. Uh-oh.
I'm just
sword?
taking, preparing a few bots. Okay, when...
Anything you want to say about Sawblaze?
It is really good for a hammer saw.
Hammer saws aren't bad, Wizard. Just meh. Unless we're talking about my scrap mechanic hammer saw, we don't talk about that. That is a fucking disaster, and I love it.
Well,
it just never works. It hits the other because I'm too lazy to set it up with. There's two types of things. So to control motion, that's like a lifter or a flipper or like an arm, right? There's either smart engines, which clearly I don't use that because I'm dumb. Which if you use those,
smart.
it's instant. So if it's a hammer, right? Boom, right? You hit the button, boom, boom, right? Goes to the angle, stops. Then there's controllers, which is what I have my current hammer saw on, and I'm too lazy to change it. That's a little bit weaker. So instead of going boom, 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 it'll go whoops, whoop. It's like a little loose, you know? It's like...
Basically, what lifters need to... If you want to do a lifter, you need a control.
But the problem is, because it's so loose, sort of, because it's so loose, what ends up happening is that it flops the ground, and then the spinner hits the floor, and it sends itself flying. And it's a complete disaster that I could completely 100% fix by just changing the arm. But I'm too lazy. So yeah. They seem a little less lazy than me, though. They built an actual robot.
Sawblaze is like, it's really cool, but yeah, I'm not a fan of the weapon type. I'm a fan of the team. I gotta go from that.
Shatter's awesome. They're cool. Their new weapon is weird, but it might work. What even is this? They call it a sword. Wizard, do you think a sword robot would work?
I mean, in season... What was the thing, that big thing? It was just two wheels and a sword.
Overlord.
Overlord.
But I don't know. I think they have this reverts maybe. It might work. We'll see what it does. But Shatter's pretty awesome. They're really nice to look at, and they're a cool team, and they've got a super unique robot, and I hope they do good.
Well, I'm definitely one thing I'm definitely not doing is using the tablet, because it keeps like, I don't know, using pen input if I go to the top of the screen to go to the tab bar, because I'm on full screen.
Next robot. Scorpios. Another hammer saw.
Scorpios is one of those robots which is like... Yeah, it's a hammer saw. Alright, but...
Their wedge is weird. I don't know. It's not bad. It's just... It's like it bends in. And I don't know why they do that. They have a new wedge that has like forks on it. But... Yeah, we'll see what they can do.
Catch spots on it.
Yeah.
Which I don't get for their I mean, I kinda get for design, but it's not really good.
They also run
coolest teams. I like they like that couple, like they have such a funny YouTube channel.
They also run the bot bash parties where they bring like ant weights to birthday parties, which is pretty damn cool.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a thing in California.
Hmm.
They're cool. Another robot that's a little different this year, Slammo. They used to be Slammo with a W, but it looks like they're no longer sponsored by Mobot. So now they're Slammo, like that. They got a new paint job.
It's cool. Like the paint job is like,
cool.
oh, there's nothing like it in the whole competition.
Craig Danby is very funny. He got mad last year. It was pretty funny. He got very mad at a couple fights, but yeah, it's a cool robot. It's better than Foxic and Foxtrot, so
I like Foxtrot.
Yeah, but didn't do well. They got a 40% win rate with it, which isn't that bad considering it was the first year. They stuck with the robot. I hope they could figure out a couple more of the little issues. And his favorite tool is very funny.
Okay.
Yeah. He's also apparently a fish cowboy, which I don't know what that means, but it sounds fun. Smee! I like this thing.
It's weird.
I
In a good way.
The only thing I wish is that they went with the cluster idea. I wish they did. It was so good. It's so fun to watch at Norwalk. I don't even watch Norwalk, but I watch the fights of their cluster because it's it's Smee, and then it's the thing with it uses its weapons to move. I don't even know how it works, but it's crazy. And then there's
that one
else.
that you mean that one that has this two angled blades on the top of it?
Yeah. And then they have Star Child, which is like it's huge, but instead of a spinner in the middle, it's an arm with like a disc in it. And I really wish they went with that. That was so cool, and I'm very slightly salty that they didn't go with that.
Okay, yeah, but Smee, it's like those spinners don't do anything.
No, they do not, and that's why I wish they went with the other design for the.
But, yeah, I think they had a solid wedge in the recent years on Norwalk. Solid bar and of course. Okay.
Yeah.
Flipper. If a Flipper wasn't that good.
Sub-Zero.
I want Sub-Zero to do stuff. Such a cool
They have
design.
a drone though. They do have Spitfire, so.
Yeah, here's the thing is, why would you waste your weight on something like that?
Funny!
Yo, man! Just get rid of the drone. Yeah, I mean, but on its performance, it like when it works, it actually does something. But it doesn't work.
Man, one of these episodes, once the season's over and all that, when the new replica pack comes out, we gotta like play it for an episode.
Yeah. It's gonna be like a special live gameplay episode.
Yeah. That'll be fun. Hi, Hobbs!
Hello.
Anyway, another wizard favorite robot. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Stop.
Yes. What is going on?
What am I doing?
Yeah, I don't know what you do.
Wait, what did I do?
You don't know what you're doing.
Wait, what'd I do? Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. What did I do?
Someone, I don't even know what the heck is talking
I don't know what I did. I did something. Anyway.
Let me explain. There's a simple reason. First of all, there are two reasons. First of all, the dude in the top left, Strange Parts. I don't know what his name is, but he got the YouTube channel Strange Parts, who does like iPhones that he builds from scratch on like spare parts and stuff like that. He's really cool. And second of all, okay, I spoke to the team on Instagram a lot. Like, an amazing team. Like, their social media person is so cool. If everything works out, we're gonna have them as a guest at some point. So it works out.
That'd be really cool.
Imagine if he got with this Strange Part guy, because he's already famous. Like, that's what I'm hoping for. Now, anyhow, besides that, it is one of the coolest designs this year. Straight out. There's nothing like it. Absolutely nothing like it. And if you saw this, like the prequel hit, it actually hits hard. Like,
my first impression was of this robot is that the bottom of it looks like a toolbox. I'm not wrong.
Hey, see, we have. Huh. Anyhow, I have Blip. You have this one. But
what do you mean?
Weird designs,
Yeah.
But the drum, the thing is, the rotating drum, like, whatever, like, doesn't make any sense to have. Like, wow. You could just turn the robot around. No, but it's. No, but you gotta go into it. It is a cool design. There's actually nothing like it.
It is. It's definitely very unique.
The social media is cool. There's Strange Part and a cool design. You know what I should do? I should throw a tantrum.
Punchy Robot number 1. They're cool. They did surprisingly well. Oh no. Hobbs is gonna pull out the Youngling Slayer 3000. Oh no. Uh-oh.
What the heck is talking about?
Lightsaber. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah. Tantrum's such a fun robot.
Remember last year when they removed the fists?
You remember when they just carried Fusion around?
Yeah.
That was amazing. I love this robot. This is such a fun robot to watch because it's tiny. This is what I end up building in Scrap Wars. My robots are so much smaller than everyone's else. I'm like, no, it works. You're building robots wrong, which is why I'm ranked like close to last in Scrap Wars. So
why do you think with my drive ability? Why do you think would I end up?
In Scrap Wars?
Yeah.
It's a little bit different, but I think you'd end up pretty high up there once you have a good robot.
Yeah, but Tantrum, I mean, it's one of the coolest designs, I think. Like, the punching spinner is unique. And the design is so cool. Really well done.
Yeah. They sell the flamethrowers too, which...
Yeah.
I don't know why it has flamethrowers, but why not?
Yes. Anyhow.
Weapon!
The king of kinetic energy. Tombstone.
Yes. Tombstone.
Here, imagine if Blade beats Tombstone, and they're like, who's the king now?
Whoa.
Because if Blade competed in King of Bots, so they can say, who's the king now to Tombstone.
Tombstone's a classic, though. They've had so many good fights, and...
Yeah. In 100% win ratio in 2016. 80. Oh, they went down. Look at that. Look at that page.
Yeah. I mean, that's not surprising. People are getting stronger wedges. They're getting...
Yeah.
The guide to how to beat Tombstone's kind of out there, and I hope that they've got some tricks up their sleeve to rip into some wedges.
They have a new design, like a more squared off design on the back, on the top.
Yeah, their bar is also a bit. It's different now. It's not the teeth are like more out.
Yeah, it's not just a bar anymore. It's actually like a complete.
Yeah.
Like if you go up against Tombstone, you gotta be prepared. Otherwise, you're dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
It should be pretty fun.
What's going on?
Speaking of big weapons and massive hits, uppercut. Uppercut.
Gotta be one of the biggest hitters of all time. Like.
I think everyone collectively went, "Whoa, what the fuck?" after the Gemini fight, because uppercut was they were good, you know, right? They nothing crazy, and then they just they had a whole segment where they're like, Gemini has never been knocked out, and then uppercut was like,
hope might be
bye. And then it's like, oh, there's the other one. Let me just break it. Bye. It was so fast, and it was such a quick knockout, and they did really good. Then they beat up Sawblaze, which is like, there's no.
They didn't beat up Sawblaze. They blew up Sawblaze.
That too. And then they had a loss to Hydra, and then they lost to the Frog, which that was an extremely lucky loss for the Frog, but like they did lose to the Frog. They're fun. I'm happy they're back.
It's one of the coolest designs out there. Like that.
I think if we just keep getting these huge hitting verts, we just need a rumble with all of them. Safety team beware, I guess.
But they have a problem. They cannot turn whatsoever.
True. They really can't turn. Valkyrie. Valkyrie is they're pretty good. They're alright, you know.
It's one of the coolest designs robot in the space. Like
yeah.
Actually, no robot has the slope like that, and the wheel like this.
Yeah, their design is super interesting. They've had a couple issues.
Yeah, but last year they were solid when it comes to performance.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the like she's a cool team leader. What's her name?
Yeah.
Lena.
Yeah.
Liana. Lian.
Yeah.
Names. Valkyrie. I'm not like a huge fan of Valkyrie. Like on the next one, but Valkyrie is such a cool. Like I will like it.
Yeah, it's a very unique design, and they've always been pretty decent.
It's not Blip.
My God, he is just on the anti-Blip rant today. Wow.
I mean, when Blip fights, you're gonna get more. Speaking of good robots.
Oh my lord.
That's the best. Why does it? I closed it. Okay.
Last year's runner-up.
Not terrible. Compared to.
They're really good.
Yeah. Here's the thing, they're Vasquez brothers.
Yeah. Their driving's awesome. Yeah, I expect well, I don't know what I expect from them, because you think that they're just gonna do great, but then they're the runner-up, so
yeah. The curse.
You know, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I get the lifter. Like I said, that's a lifter design, lifter spinner design that works.
Yeah.
But the spinner is just like, why? I can just get rid of the spinner, armor it up more, and have a better robot.
Yeah, but they're super unique, and I hope they keep it. It's really good. Witch Doctor.
One of my favorite bots of all time. And the
team's
great.
Awesome. The team's awesome. The robot's awesome. They did get the runner-up.
Yeah.
They did get the runner-up curse,
Hey, they have only a
last season.
single. Hey, look, they only have a single disc this time. Here in the picture.
What do you mean?
The disc. Single disc. Double disc last year.
It is a double disc. What are you talking about?
No, here, there's one disc in the middle. One teeth. You look at the close-up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They had
have...
a.
Wait. Oh no, it's a double. I just got confused by it. It is a double disc. Yeah.
Okay.
I hope they used the disc from last year at the end. After they changed.
Yeah, that was great. I hope they just go on another streak like they did in 2019. They got so close to winning. They were doing so good against Bite Force too, and then they just kind of.
It's a solid. Yeah, they just have the problem that they work and then they break.
Yeah, but their reliability of, besides the broken discs last year, they've gotten better with their reliability. Yeah. Like the weapon wasn't smoking up or anything as much. And last robot. Yeah. Yeti. It's Yeti.
Yeti is bad.
Yeti's gonna do what Yeti's gonna do. Run face first at everything, and
yeah.
It's also pretty. Their favorite tool is a BFH, which is a big friggin' hammer. So that sounds about right.
Yep. You see, it's basically exactly the same design besides the egg beater to the Riptide. That's like okay, let's use our arms. And then I don't know why they brought the arms back. Like they were like, oh, we retired the arm, we retired the robot, now we're bringing both back. Like what?
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. But
there's one more thing to say.
What?
The shelf.
The shelf. I have no idea how that's gonna go. It could work, might not work. I
open it full screen. Okay, look. I hate it. You remember when I said I will not watch Battlebots? That's how much I disliked it. I mean, I'm gonna watch it now, obviously, because I've got more excited because of the robots. But I really dislike New Arena. I don't like the team for doing out of the arenas on the sides, making it one zone only. Like, I mean, I get it, but it's for like a competitive perspective.
I get it for safety, but
yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense. For everything else, it's terrible.
Yeah, obviously safety first, but hopefully the shelf thing works out. I mean, I don't know. I hope it's like
some people on Reddit said. Some people said the left and the right area on the side of it, they're like dead zones. Nobody wants to go in there. Like it makes the arena smaller, essentially.
Yeah. It would have been better if they just put the shelf back, like they cut the arena and made a specific section for it. Or honestly, they could have even
just built an arena like Robot Wars that has the big outside area. Mm-hmm.
They could have done that, but they could have even just like, if they wanted to do this whole shelf thing, they could have just like pushed that into the wall, just like push the wall back, and then they don't even have to do it like a shelf. They could just kind of make an Uda zone right there, you know?
Like a zone complete around the arena. Like they got, the thing is they got rid of. That's a great thing. For the entire show, like out of the arenas were like a big part, like that's what some robots aim for. Now it's gone, like.
Yeah, I hope it works out. It's a bit risky, but we'll see what happens. This was fun.
Prediction winner. What do you think?
God. All right. I have two. I have who I'd want to win, but I have a serious prediction. I want Huge to win everything because I was left very hard.
Huge fanboy.
But
Literally.
who I think would win, I'd say as it stands right now, my top pick to actually win would be Witch Doctor.
Hydra.
I think it
Mine is Hydra.
Hydra too, but I feel like if Witch Doctor has everything together, they can go so far.
Yeah, Witch Doctor versus Hydra is gonna be the side like who goes far. That's like thing, but I think Hydra has like they were good last year and they keep getting better. Like that's Wayachi is a great team. Like they, without a doubt, they have like so much great machinery and everything. They're like good, so they can just improve it further on. And Hydra Hydra was that besides one controversial fight. Like what? So what?
Yeah.
They're still like. Everything else they did, and everything they do for the robot fighting in general, like, I hope Hydra gets it this year. And I think that, they have what it takes. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in the world that they have it takes. I mean, Witch Doctor, obviously, yeah. Anyhow.
Alright. This was super...
This was super fun, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm losing a voice.
So... Yeah, we'll do this again soonish.
The current plan is like do it after the weekends after the show comes, like each episode. That's if we're gonna follow through it, we'll have to see like what you can do like from your time. I mean, you could just use your Sunday stream slot that you usually do anyhow. So I think don't think it's too much of a problem. So next Sunday, what would it be, the 8th? No, wait a minute.
That sounds right, yeah. The 8th. Or no, the 9th.
The 9th. Sunday the 9th is the next plan. I have to see. Oh, you know what's funny? One of my favorite songs of my almost 600 playlist just came on. I'm like, right at the end, Lifeline comes on.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna use the tablet again. I had some problems with it. The 10s, I have to see. It works great for like, I have a X Pen Artist 12 Pro. I maybe want the 13-inch version of it. It's a little bit small, but yeah. Anyhow. Yeah, so yeah. I had fun making the overlay. I mean, I definitely did work too hard, like over 10 days on this thing overlay.
Yeah. Looks
it's the first
though.
one I ever. I mean, it's gonna during the season. Like, are we gonna do like the Battlebots? We don't know what we're gonna do afterwards. So if we're gonna cover smaller events, like the main thing is like the like what 15 episodes, 15 weeks or so of the year.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Battlebots. Then off season we're gonna do like smaller things, maybe like gaming stuff also with robots, okay, stuff like that.
Robot Rumble 2. Maybe we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll like gift you a scrap mechanic or something. We'll see how things go. Teaching you Scrap Wars would be very funny because there's things in the game I know that would frustrate the absolute shit out of you, but there's also things in the game where you'd be like, hey, I like this part. Like the fact that almost every arena we have, almost every arena we have has a pit, and I know that you're already like, ooh, yes, pit. Yes, throw solo in pit. Yes.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a crab robot that grabs stuff. Just so that.
We have a crab robot actually. We have 2 actually. There's actually more that there's 2 that are crabs like, but there's a lot of robots like that. There's one thing, Frogger, that one of my friends built that literally it's just arms with crushers on the end. It just and it will just kill your robot. I hate that thing so much because I spent so long perfecting trying to for my crusher. Like I have a normal crusher. I spent so long and I enter it into an event and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna rush this and I'm gonna try to grab it and get around its things. The thing grabs me. It just goes, and my robot's dead. I'm like, why?
Hey, that reminds me of something, you know? A certain robot from a certain game that also did that.
Wonder what game that could be.
Oh yeah, a game of a competent development.
Yeah, competent. Man, society if they didn't stop developing that game and they added actual robots.
Can we go for this guy? He's one of my friends. He's from South Africa. He modded recently. Can we go to him?
Are you talking about Die?
No.
Oh.
Right.
Right.
Internet.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah.
I'm gonna raid someone, but yeah. I'm gonna raid
anyhow,
this.
we're gonna that's it for this episode. First episode.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining me.
That was super fun, and yeah, we'll have more of these once the season starts next week.
Yeah. Can't wait. Okay. Goodbye.
Alright. Goodbye.